Hi Virgo, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be your reading for February for 2021. This can be for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, possibly depending on what shows up today, and any other major planetary signs that you have, like your Mars or something. Always be sure to check out all your signs to get a full range of what to expect for the month. If you're interested in knowing the decks used in today's reading, or you want to reach out to me for a personal reading, you can find all the information in the description box listed below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've not already done so. We're going to go ahead and start today by cleaning out our energy. Go ahead and inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. For Virgo, for February 2021, Virgo, February 2021. For Virgo for February 2021. Virgo. Virgo for February 2021. Virgo. Bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. So there's something that you're passionate about, that you're thinking very heavily about. There's something you're wanting to do, and you're thinking about, like, how do you go about doing that? Like, how do you put the action behind creating what you're passionate about? For some of you, it might have to do with feeling confident, or feeling a lack of confidence. If you are feeling a lack of confidence, know that you shouldn't be. Try to clear out your insecurities and know that you have a lot to be proud of, to be confident of. Of course, don't be too prideful or egotistical, but definitely know that you are somebody who brings a lot to the table. You're somebody who other people enjoy being around. You're passionate and enthusiastic. Virgo, February. Alright, one more shuffle. We'll get started. Okay, there's a pre-message. Okay. Let's see, you have the Temperance, the Nine of Wands, and the Three of Swords. And you also have the Three of Swords out here on your spread. So what this is telling me, okay, so you need to have a balance, or find balance, and like somewhat of a mothering energy. Like, don't feel like you have to fight something, even though there's something that you've fought on for quite a while, and you're like kind of keeping your guards up, like you have to continue to fight. But you're being asked to have like a balance about that energy, to like Don't let that energy get the best of you where you're feeling like you have to fight something. Excuse me. You don't always have to be on guard for something. Your heart has been broken before, which is causing you to have this energy of feeling like you have to fight, to have things, to be able to enjoy things the way that you want to be able to be happy. You feel like you have to fight for it. You feel like you have to protect yourself and build a wall around yourself so you don't get your heart broken again. So you feel more comfortable like building walls, like you're friendly and cordial, but you don't let people in too much, too far. But you're being asked or like you're being guided or instructed to like have like a better balance about it, like have like some way of having like a balance in the way of where you can protect yourself and you can stay in the energy that makes you feel confident and secure, without getting your heart broken, but without being so guarded, without being so like feeling like you have to with the Nine of Wands, this is somebody who's been through battle quite a bit. They're kind of like weary and tired, but they still have some fight left in them. They have a lot of experience from the difficulty that they've had in the past. So I feel like Spirit's like just like guiding you to have like a balance about yourself and the situation and things of how they're unfolding, that maybe there's things that you didn't that didn't come to fruition in the way that you had hoped that they would, or it didn't have the results in the time that you had wanted. Whatever it is that you feel disappointed by, I feel like Spirit's like really wanting you to just set that energy aside and focus on your the things that you're grateful for. Focus on the things that make you feel proud of yourself, because that's what's going to help to bring more of that in for you. Anytime like we're focusing on an energy for too long, it creates more of that. So if you have a thought and it's a negative thought of disappointment or lack, you're more than likely going to get another one of those more than likely than like a happy thought. So likewise, if you're having happy thoughts, it's very difficult for you to have a negative thought, where it's so devastating and something so difficult. Usually if you're in a good mood, you're able to like deal with things a little bit better than you could if you're in a negative or upset mood. So I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to have balance about and have clarity in the way that you approach situations based upon your past experience. Thank you, Spirit, for Virgo for February. All right, one more shuffle. For Virgo for February. Virgo for February. Virgo for February. Okay, so I just want to point out this came out in your pre-shuffle. Well, actually, as a pre-message, and it came out again to clarify your recent past. So that might have been something that you've been working on for a while, actually, is to bring in that balance. And I'm not sure if you're new to my channel, hopefully not. But I don't like to just pull the cards. I like to see what Spirit throws out, because I feel like if it's myself picking the cards, I'm impacting the energy, and I really don't want to. So I just try to make sure that I allow Spirit to have their message come through. And I feel like that would be impacted if I was picking the cards. But we're almost done. I'm just being like instructed. There's a little bit more to pull for your final outcome. So we're going to do that. I feel like we're getting like a little map here. And then the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Swords. Okay. So this thing that you're thinking about, that you're passionate about, it's like you're wanting to communicate something, or somebody has said something to you that has caused you to be in that energy. Sorry, guys. I'm a little ridiculous about having my stuff in order. Okay. Let's start in your current energy. Well, actually, let's go over your bottom of the decks a little bit more. So you have the Queen of Wands clarified with the King of Swords. So what that's telling me is that you're in your mind and you're very passionate. Like these are like strong thoughts that you're having in regards to a communication that was had or that needs to be had. It might be something that somebody has said recently that you're just thinking very heavily upon, or it might be like you're thinking very passionate about something somebody had recently said to you. So it might be good or bad for everybody. It's different. Be sure to, I always like to remind everybody to follow the things that resonate with you, the things that follow, that you feel secure in, and the messages that you feel are intended for you, your intuition. Always follow that. Never give your power away to anyone or anything else. So for everybody, it's different, but if you're interested in getting a personal reading, you can find all that information in the description box below. But for some of you, somebody might have communicated an interest in like having, like somebody might have came on to you and you're like kind of questioning, thinking about the things that they said. For others, and it was good, like it was like a passionate communication, but it wasn't like very deep. Like there's still a lot of mystery behind it. Or there's still a lot of communication, that a lot of knowledge that needs to be shared or action put behind communication, and you're thinking very heavily about that. And others of you, like there's something that you want to communicate that you're passionate about, but you don't want to, like, you don't want whoever you're communicating it to know that you're passionate about it. For some of you, I'm getting, like, somebody said something to you that was very harsh and hurtful, and that's chipped away or impacted your self-confidence, your self-worth, your ego. But you're still trying to just follow your intuition and follow, like, your internal guidance system to, like shed light on the situation, to bring your truth, to reveal your truth. For some of you, you might work in like doing something that's intellectual in some way, or you have to use your mind in some way to do it, and you feel like a lot of people are like being eyeful, like paying attention to you, like focusing on you more than what they should be, kind of, is what I'm getting. And it's kind of putting you in like a irritated mood, like it's aggravating you. Okay, so let's move to your current energy. You have the Justice card clarified with the World card. So what I'm getting from this is that there's like something that you're needing to bring balance to, Okay, let's actually work in the reverse today a little bit. Okay, so that pre-message that came out about that there was hurt feelings about something and we need to clear out that energy. We're kind of getting that again. The energy that's crossing you is the King of Swords, which you have him out here as the clarifier. So anytime, sorry, side note, I always like to say anytime that there's a repeating card, it's like if Spirit was writing you a message, that repeating card would basically be like them highlighting and bolding that message, because they, like, even though they want you to get the message in its entirety, those certain pieces they really want you to like understand, hear, and like receive. So the energy that's crossing you is the King of Swords and the Lovers. So this speaks about like a conversation that was or wasn't had in regards to a relationship. And that's making it difficult for you right now to have balance in the way that you live your life, the way that you process your thinking, the way that you make your decisions. So I feel like Spirit's really like wanting us to like address that message. So everybody has had experiences in life that cause us to be aware. Like that's what our like wiring system is. Like we go through an experience and then we know how to behave in that way the next time. For example, if we're in the kitchen and we're cooking and we like burn our hand or something, we know not to do that again. We know not to put our hand on the stove. We know not to like touch the hot pan before we grab like something to like a mitt or something. So we know how to protect ourselves from it next time. But when it comes to people are not things. People are different. People are very unique. People are a little quirky. People, there's a lot of different factors involved in people than it does with objects, obviously. And thank God for that. But I feel like some of us, we get into these habits of certain things have happened in our past and we just feel like that's going to be our experience, or it's something that lives with us and we kind of use it as a measuring against other people or with other people. And sometimes we're measuring it like as apples to oranges. We're measuring people as if they're going to do something that other people have done in our past, maybe that was not good or hurtful, but it turned out to be where these are two different types of people completely, and we're judging the next person on the old person, or somebody goes through it, changes some way, and they want to do things different. They want to be handled different. They have like a personal transition of some sort, and then now they change the way that they do things, and they find it difficult. A lot of people find it difficult to make a personal transition and process things within your own life, and other people accept it and start treating you as such. So I feel like we get in the habit of times of like, this was your past experience, so that's just what you came to expect. Excuse me. So that's just what you came to expect and know. And so you have this previous relationship that's caused you some difficulty, some conflict, some like mental anguish. There wasn't a lot of like, it wasn't as emotionally fulfilling as you thought and hoped it would have been. And so now it's causing you to sit in this energy of where you kind of see people the same way, even if like you're just on guard. You're on guard, like we were talking about before. Like you're on guard, and you're wanting to have like a balance within the situation. You want to have like a good, nurturing, happy, healthy environment and life for yourself. But I'm seeing that there's resistance to allow all the things that you're wanting to allow until you release that, like that toxic energy. It's like a disappointment, a defeated, it's like uncompleted energy. So you just want to like find a way to like resolve that and allow it to dissipate, and then focus more on the things that you have had work out for you, the things that have brought you success and joy and abundance and growth. And focus on that energy, and you'll start to bring more of that energy in for yourself. But when we're focusing on negative energies, that's what we're bringing in for ourselves. In your underlying energy, you have the Page of Pentacles clarified with the Eight of Wands. So there's this opportunity or offer that will be or has the potential to be communicated to you. And it's something that's been in the works. For some of you, there might have been like a job transition, a job opportunity that you were told about a while ago. And so you're kind of like having that in the back of your mind. For others of you, you're communicating something, or something's being communicated to you about something that has the opportunity to grow, something that's a new opportunity for you. But it has the potential to grow and be abundant. But some of you might be a little bit concerned if it's an opportunity that should be taken or not. And for everybody, it's different. So if you want a reading, you can find that information in the description box below, or you can follow your own intuition. Let's see. In your recent past, you have the Knight of Cups clarified with the Nine of Wands. So in your past, it doesn't necessarily have to be recent, but with it being in this position, whether this is something that happened to you recently, or it happened a long time ago and you've been thinking about it recently, or something came back around involving it recently, there was something in your past that you pursued a love opportunity with, there was a love offer that you either provided an opportunity to someone, or they provided it to you, and there was movement put forward towards it, but it didn't work out in the way that it was wanting to. It didn't end the way that it was started out to be, the way that it was thought to be ended. There was something started out of love, and it turned into have conflict with it. And it turned into like where you had to fight for something, for yourself, for the situation, for the relationship, for this and that. And so it ended up being something that became tumultuous. I hope you know what I'm saying. Okay, in your crowning energy, you have the King of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so you heavily think about somebody that you love and care about significantly, and you want to have an offer of love provided. You want either to receive it or to offer it, but it's something that causes you a lot of like sorrow. It's something that you feel like when you give your love and your like when you offer your emotional connection to somebody, you might feel like it created or creates disasters. Or it's something where you're like constantly having to fight. Like there's somebody in your environment potentially that you care about them, but you're fighting with them a lot. And so you're thinking about that, or you're thinking about how that energy of somebody that you've been like, that you care about, but you fight with, you think about how that's something similar in your past. And then that might be something that puts you on guard, like the cards were telling us earlier. In your near future, you have the King of Wands clarified with the Ace of Swords. So in your near future, I feel like somebody, whether it's you or somebody towards you, is going to be taking an action forward of communication, truth, and clarity. I feel like this will be initiated to you. I don't feel like it's going to be, I think it's something you're going to receive. Majority of you, some of you, you might be giving it, but I feel like majority of you, you're going to be receiving truth and clarity from somebody else in the near future. And how you feel about yourself, you have the Six of Wands clarified with the Nine of Pentacles. I like this energy. Hey, woo woo. I like it, Virgo. So you see yourself as somebody who is very victorious. You are very confident in yourself. So I'm not sure what we were getting earlier. I feel okay. Overall, like like you know that you know that you know that you have a like an intuition. You know that you can create things. You know that you are very prosperous and abundant. You know that you have a lot of friends. You know that you're somebody who is beautiful and people enjoy being around. But there are those moments of insecurities, even though they might be like not very often. Um, it might not be something that you like impact. Sorry, these insecurities that you feel from time to time, it's not something that you feel regularly, but when you feel it heavy and hard. But you know that you're somebody who's abundant. You know that you are victorious in things that you pursue. You know that that you are somebody who is worth having a beautiful relationship with. You know you have a lot to offer. You know you bring a lot to the table. This is beautiful, Virgo. I love this energy for you. Here we go, though. Other people see you as the Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like other people, you might have people who have been around you for quite some time, and they have seen the hurt and the sorrow that you've gone through, and they see how it does impact your life and your decision making. However, they I feel like you're aware of this, but you don't let it bother you. You don't let it impact you. And I don't feel like they see you in a I don't feel like they see you in a way of like you're a victim. I feel like they see like you've been through difficult trials in life, but you always like return to fight the next battle. I feel like there's some people in your energy or in your environment who have seen you go through difficult experiences. And I feel like they're actually very amazed with you. Some of them I feel like are kind of, like, what is that called? Jealous. Like I feel like some people in your environment who have seen you overcome these difficulties, and like go on to the next to defeat the next challenge, basically. I feel like they have like a sense of, like they're jealous of you. They might care about you in an element, but some people are very, very jealous of you in your environment, Virgo. So be aware of that, and make your decisions accordingly. But I think that other people see you too as like you're somebody who's abundant and prosperous as well. I feel like people see you like you can create anything you want, basically. And I feel like some people, I feel like that's why they're amazed at you, and that's why some people are like jealous of you, because they've seen you go through these trials that have caused you this like great sorrow, and then they've seen you like go through that cycle of where things aren't working, but then like all of a sudden, like in spite of this difficulty, you're having things grow, you're having things abundant for yourself, you're still able to like stand on your feet, stand your ground. And I feel like that's inspiring for people, but for other people, it's like it's threatening to them. Okay. Say hi, haters. In the area of what we have in the hopes and or fears, you have the Death card clarified with the Six of Pentacles. I love it. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm getting like you're trying to put an end to this, like you're hoping. I wouldn't get this as a fear. It's mostly a hope of where you're trying to put an end. You're trying to transition this energy of where things weren't balanced to be able to bring in balance for yourself. You're fearful it's going to be a lot of work. You're fearful it's going to take a lot to get that fully cleared up. But I see you like being willing to take that challenge on, being willing to look at what you basically look at what you have to clean it up so you can sit in the environment and enjoy it a lot better. So there's something that you're allowing to transition to bring in that balance. And even though you might be fearful of it might take a while, or there's like elements of it that are kind of like nerve-wracking. It's something you're very, very excited for. You're like ready to get to the end of the like, you're ready to complete the game, and you're very excited to do so. I like that. I feel like you're seeing a what is it? You're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train. Or you're seeing the silver lining behind the difficult task, the potential for the growth within making that. Okay, your final outcome, should things remain the same, you had the Seven of Pentacles. So what this is speaking about is there's something, you have all these different opportunities around yourself, and you've been building things and creating things for a while now. And now it's time for you to really sit and look and decide, like, how do you want things to go and grow? How do you see your life going? How do you see your house looking? How do you see yourself behaving in your car? And like, what are the elements that you see about you? And it's time for you to make up your mind, pick out the best elements of those, and start to piece together that which is you. Some people might not like that transition, and they might be threatened by it or insecure about it, or they might feel a certain type of way because you're able to overcome challenges and difficulties that might have knocked them down longer or more significantly. But either way, regardless, like, definitely, like, look at the things that you've invested. Look at the skills and the amazingness that you've created in yourself, and figure out, like, stop switching so much up so regularly. Not that you're being fake or anything, but I feel like 1 minute it's like, okay, I'm interested in this, and then this is going cool, and then like maybe the next you're like looking at a different opportunity of like, okay, this is fun, or like okay, I'll use myself as an example. I wanted to try my own gardening, but I couldn't really do that. And I would like be interested in it for like a couple of weeks, and then I wouldn't get the results I was wanting within a short period of time. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to just like I quit watering them as often. And then all of a sudden they were dying. And then so I was like, oh, I'm going to get into like, what was it? There's been a lot, couponing, that I've tried to get into couponing. I try to get into different things, multiple different things. But I noticed I kept transitioning to something else. I'm like, oh, that's fun, but next, that's fun, but next, that's fun, but next. But then I got into crystals, and I really, really like it. That's something that's been consistent ever since I got into them. I've never had a moment where I'm not interested any longer. And in fact, I get, like, every day, I'm always more and more inspired by like the look, the formation of them, the different minerals. It's amazing to me. So I feel like it's similar for you, of like, you have all these different opportunities, these different skills, these different amazing things about you, where you need to just hone in on one and see, like, how can I allow that to help me to grow more, either like financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, like whatever it is. It's something that you possess, and you have a lot of opportunities, and you're just you want to be able to get to the point to like make your decision, pick which one is healthy and right for you, and that speaks truth to you, and handle that accordingly. And to clarify that, we have the Three of Pentacles. Sorry, I'm gonna do them like kind of down here because I'm like running out of room. Okay. The Nine of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Five of Swords, Karma, the Fool, and then the Four of Pentacles. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. For some of you, you have a lot of different opportunities or a lot of different people who are wanting to create and build things with you. Um, it might be stressful for you because you might have known some of these people for a long time, so you might not really want them involved. Um, and then, okay, all right. For some of you, there's people in your environment who have ideas, opinions, and whatnots. And that's stressing you out and impacting you in like for some of you it might be more severe than for others, but it's causing you not to be able to sleep very comfortably potentially, or it's like causing you to like want to say something that you're holding back, and it's causing like this like what's it called, like a pressure cooker kind of. But you've known this person for a long time. Either they're a family member, you've known them since childhood. There's like some sort of like strong bond with them. So you're trying not to like really say much to them. You're trying to like consider their opinions still, while you still have your ideas in the background. Like I feel like you're trying to focus on your like thoughts, hopes, dreams, intentions, and other people have opinions maybe. But you're not trying to be rude and dismissive to them, but you're still trying to focus on your own. But that's causing you a lot of mental conflict. And it's like you're at that moment right now where you're able to manifest and like bear the fruit of the things that you've invested in, the things that you've created. And so Spirit's asking you, like, are you willing to like give up your credit to somebody else? Are you willing to like, how do you say, are you willing to like put your dreams and hopes away for somebody else to kind of like live vicariously through you? So like you're going to be taking, or you're being like advised, or you might want to take a new leap of faith, like even though you're not sure how your interest is going, like something that you have a genuine interest in. Like, I don't know, maybe you want to like start a new little business of your own, or like start tarot readings, or do something with arts and crafts, or like maybe go buy a car. I don't know what it is for you specifically, individually, but there's something that you have your own interest in and other people have opinions in, and they're voicing those opinions to you, which is stressing you out, and you care about them, and you don't want to hurt their feelings, so you just kind of keep it to yourself. But they go on still like very heavily expressing their opinions, and that creates a lot of mental anguish within you. So it's like basically like if you go to the grocery store and your bill comes out to like $80, and you give the cashier 100, and you just walk away, so the next person in line can get the change. That's like what you're going to be doing if you don't follow your own intuition. Sorry, there's like so much coming up right now. Okay, so some of you already know this, but some of you need to be reminded of this. We all have our own ability to choose. We all have our own path. Our parents have our best intentions, hopefully, most of the time. But they have a path that was meant for them, and we have a path that was meant for us. My sister has a path for her, my brother for him, me for me, my daughter for her, my son for him, my other daughter for her. Everybody has our own individual path. So some people can say like, don't do this, don't do that, because they wouldn't do it, but they haven't had the same experiences. They wouldn't necessarily have the same experience as the next person. So when we are dismissing our own internal guidance, to listen to somebody else or allow them to feel heard in a moment where we don't want to offend them, so we don't use our voice and we don't stick up for ourselves, it's kind of like that, of where that credit that's due to us, we're giving it to the next person because we don't want to speak up for it, or we don't want to make that awkwardness, whatever the situation is. you're being advised not to give your credit away. Take that leap of faith, even though it's something that might be different for you. It might be new for you. It might be something that you have to fight for in some way, shape, or form to get. Either maybe it's these people in your environment. But whatever it is, Spirit's instructing you to hold on to that intention, hold on to that wish that you have for yourself. Because you are somebody who's abundant and prosperous, and you, even though you've had this difficulty in the past, once you allow that energy to heal, there's even more greatness in store for you than what you've had or what you've known previously. So like, it's only going to keep getting better and better and better and greater and greater. So always remember that and focus on that. Let's get some doors for Virgo. Virgo for February. Virgo for February. Virgo, February. Okay, got a little stack of them. Palmistry, Fortune and Tarot. Collective Dynasty, the palms lines from birth tell your sacred palmistry. Listen to the notes of intuition. Inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. Trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. Have faith and breathe. Sorry. And then deeper. You are not finished. You are not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is yet to come. Hold on, hold on. And then pass this card on. So what I'm getting from these is that the experiences that you're experiencing, whether they're positive or negative, it's something that's like divinely guided. It's something that was destined for you. It's experiences that you were meant to have in this life, whether they were good or difficult for you. It was something that you were meant to experience, so that you can gain that knowledge and have it as like an internal strength for yourself, and an awareness, like how do you say? It's like something that the things that we've gone through in this life that have been difficult for us and hard and heavy for us, we've learned things from them. There's a lot of elements to the situation that we don't want to remember, we don't want to look at. But at the same time, that difficult situation has taught us at least, usually a lot more than one, but at least one lesson that we take forward with us. And but I feel like you're being encouraged to like take it forward in a way of like, I've learned these lessons, not of like, I'm gonna have this expectation going forward. Like, know the difference between taking it with us so that we use it as power, because knowledge is power, versus taking it with us and using it as a hindrance, because we're like a holding on to like this heavy bag of past expectations and disappointments for the next person, and then it causes even more difficulty within our current situation. So just let that negative energy go of disappointments and lack, and learn the benefit from it, so that you can learn the lesson and move on from it, and then know that you can share that experience or those emotions with other people, and allow them to have the knowledge and the awareness, the inspiration, excuse me, the clarity that you might have received and shared within the situation. Okay, Virgo, this has been your reading for February. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've not already done so. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light.